Hey guys, Calvin Kyles here and Kobe Steedman, who is a health and wellness advocate for the JBT community. If you haven't heard of Kobe's story, you certainly will after today's interview. We connected in with Kobe about 12 months ago. She came along and did 15-15 program and was able to kick some big goals in that program. Comes from a network marketing business, Juice Plus, which is a fantastic product if you haven't already checked that out. But approached 15-15 in a very different way, and you're going to be really fascinated to hear how she was able to generate 300 clients in her first program and then 1,500, I think it was, Kobe, in 3 days in the second program. She just did the program again the next month. And now is part of the fastest growing team in Juice Plus anywhere around the world. And how many people have you got now? 13,000 paid members into that community group?
Yep, that's right.
So you're going to hear today, and by the way, this is not our success, this is Kobe's success. You're going to hear today what she did in 15-15, how she crushed it and got 1,500 clients in 3 days into her recipe books, and then also as well her funnel and how she's approaching this business as a network marketer, but doing it in a very different way that allows her to stand out and really just an exciting case study. She's also a beautiful mom. She's just been traveling around the world as well, just come back from America. She's got a really exciting story to share. So Kobe, for the people that don't know you and haven't heard your story before, give us a bit of a background, give us a bit of a bio, tell us a little bit about who you are, how you came about in finding network marketing and Juice Plus and then the JBT community. Just give us the synopsis.
I'm a stay-at-home mom of three. And at the time, almost 2 years ago now that I joined the business, I was breastfeeding my youngest, and I was really looking for something to help me be able to live a healthier lifestyle and lose some weight. But also, I think the main thing was I just finished my auditions for MasterChef and got through to the second round. So the first day we did a mystery box challenge, and the second day we did our signature dishes. But unfortunately, I didn't get through to the top 24. So I was pretty devastated. 6 months of working up to it and practicing a lot and working on my cooking something that I love to do. I had a 4-hour drive home, so I cried most of the way. And I was pretty down when I got home because I just didn't know what I wanted to do going forward. I knew that I didn't want to go back to my accounts job. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mum first and foremost. Pick up the kids from school and be there for my baby. So that's when I sort of started looking for something that I could do from home, online, around my kids. I'd done a few party plan style businesses before, which I found took time away from my family. So with this business, it was really something that I could do over social media and be able to help mums that wanted the same things that I do. My vision is to love yourself enough to live a healthy lifestyle, which is really important to me. But also giving mums the option of doing mum care instead of daycare, and having the choices
that. Mum care. You should trademark that.
Come along with that. So I suppose being able to earn money from home means that we can afford the extra luxuries in life. And I did a post on Facebook this morning about buying some sea folly for our upcoming travels to Vietnam, Cambodia next month, and not having to hide it from your husband because you feel as though that you're helping people with their goals and dreams. So you can spoil yourself a little bit. And Who doesn't like going to get their hair and nails done when you're a mum and you're at home with the babies? So it's about giving mums those choices.
I love that. And tell me, what was it in the beginning? You did 15-15 back in 2016. So what was it in the beginning? Obviously, the principles of the program are to get you new clients, which you smashed out of the park. I think you set the all-time record for number of clients in 15 days. And that still stands today. I don't know if anyone will beat it this year, maybe, but we'll see. But tell me, what was it?
I hope not. I'll have to come back.
You'll have to come back. What was it that motivated you in the beginning to join the program? What were you looking to try and achieve?
Well, by that stage, I was a couple of months in, so I was really looking to expand from my warm market into the cold market, and I didn't really know how to do that. So during 15-15, I learned how to do Facebook ads, which I had no idea what I was doing prior to that, how to create a click funnel and attract people to me without saying, hey, come buy my product or
Yes.
come join my business. So it's about adding value and creating that content around attraction marketing. So then you did have the opportunity to create those relationships that could potentially turn into either a customer or a new business partner.
Builder. Yeah, that's huge. And I want to touch on something, everyone that's listening. If you're in network marketing, this is something that we talk about all the time. People have a cold market, friends and family, colleagues, maybe people you work with. So they have a warm market, of those people, and then they exhaust those. And if you're in a very saturated network marketing model where there's a lot of people in your local area, that market is really tight. You've got to be able to find a way to branch out and broaden your horizon. And Kobe's done this exceptionally well. To give you some of the numbers, I was blown away by this. We just had a quick chat before we started this video. So the growth of her presence, she's gone from 0 in her Facebook community, which she's growing, to 2,200. She's gone from 300 people to 1,000 people on the page, and her personal friend following has gone from 230 to 1,200. Tell me, Kobe, what were some of the things that you implemented, not only in the 15 days, but in the year that's gone past since then, that's allowed you to have, in a noisy market, health and wellness, mompreneurs, it's such a hot topic. What have you done to draw people to you that's allowed you to be able to grow the business? And more importantly, and I say more importantly because the following for me is really where it's at. When you get market share and you get attention, you can then turn that into money. Most people go after money first and they never get the attention. So what did you do?
I think it was really important to have a niche. So
yes.
My niche wasn't just I want to attract all mums that want to work from home, or I want to attract all mums that want to eat healthy. It was quite a small niche that I was targeting, and writing down what they were thinking, what they were wanting, and filling that void for them. So being the shining light that they could look for and look to for inspiration. I'm a stay-at-home mum. I don't have any qualifications in health and wellness, but it's something that I love. And when I was doing our program, I lost 25 kilos.
Wow.
And I've kept it off for 18 months. So it was about sharing the type of meals that I eat, what I do on a day-to-day basis, and sharing how easy it is to implement that within a family environment. So I'll have to give credit to my son Caleb, who's 2.5 now. He is the star of the show.
Right.
So he's always in my videos. He's always sitting on the bench helping me cook. And we've been doing a lot of live videos, and I find that people that are interacting with that, I get a lot more traction when the kids are involved in my videos, which shows that other mums can do it too.
Yeah. And
so
you're a product of the product, right? So you are living that in and of itself. And, I love the fact that you as well, so you niche down not just to mums, but to also as well to a certain thing. There was, really you targeted Thermomix in the beginning, right?
Yeah. Well, my thinking behind Thermomix, I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever, but I do love my machine. It's the people that I'm looking to join my business or as a customer. Usually, if they own one, they have a little bit of extra cash to spend.
Of course, they're not cheap.
They're already interested in health and spending money in that area, and interested in clean eating, and usually convenience is a big thing for them as well. So I found that particular niche market has brought in some really quality clients.
Yeah, and if you're listening at home and you don't have that niche, well, to get started, it doesn't have to be perfect. You have to pick a niche and explore it. And this is something that we do in 1515. Actually, the pre-study now as part of this program is you actually identify that. We have a whole video module on it. There's a full form you fill in to hone in on who is your real dream customer, not just who have you attracted so far, but who do you really want to work with. Talk to us, because one of the things that we do in part of the program is help you design that community and that tribe, and then design an irresistible offer. Your first program you did with us, you ended up getting 300 clients through, which was phenomenal. What was the initial irresistible offer you put together as part of that?
I put together a 7-day free recipe ebook, so everybody that came into the group got that. But I think one of the main things that I learned throughout that process was you sell an idea first, and then you create it.
Yes.
I'm a procrastination queen, I like to call it. And so I'll spend hours and weeks and months even creating something amazing, only to find out a week into advertising that nobody actually wants it.
Yes.
So, yeah, that was a big thing that I learned. Even I've just released a 21-day program that's a paid program now, which is another funnel into my irresistible offer. And I sold that first and then created it.
Yeah.
And you just need to have the confidence to wing it.
Yeah.
Have the confidence in yourself to know that you can add enough value to that market because people want what you want what you have.
Yeah. And I love what you've done there as well. So you started by doing the 7-day free ebook recipe guide, right? And that went really well for you. You got a lot of traction on that, which was amazing. But then if you fast forward to a year later, what you were just telling me before was that you launched that $21 for 21 days program, and without doing any paid marketing, you got 64 paid customers in a week come on board and buy that, right? And that's what we're talking about here. You know, a lot of people will try to build the money first, and the money will come if you have the following and the tribe. And this is why, you know, for us at YWS and Amplify Business Coaching, we can put a post up, or I can do a webinar, and we can make $100,000. Not because we're really good, just because we have a huge following now. When you have 130,000 clients, it's pretty easy to be able to galvanize that. But we did a lot of the legwork in the beginning. What are you seeing that's working as part of your main tactics today? If you fast forward in the program, what are you working on? What's working in the marketplace? What's giving you the greatest leverage for your time?
Well, at the moment, it's definitely the 21-day program and converting that into Juice Plus and JBT customers. Yeah. I was finding that some of my advertising in my Facebook group, where I had a lot of people in there, were just coming in for the free recipes. So by having an entry-level program there before they buy our larger 16-week product and program, right, I knew that I could focus on that group of people to really build the relationship with them. And once they've finished the 21-day program, because we have built that relationship, they're more likely to buy that larger package. 100%. Whereas if somebody's coming in for something for free, it's sort of a big jump into doing that. So having the 3 steps has really helped with the conversion rate.
And that's massive. So if you're listening at home and you're in network marketing, most people just try to sell their packs or products. And there's nothing wrong with that, except you have a lot of conversations to get a lot of no's, because to go from I've never heard of this before to I'm willing to spend $500, $1,000, $2,000 on a product pack, depending on what company you're in, that's a big leap for a lot of people, particularly if you're targeting mums. Whereas what we want to do is we want to design a 3-part funnel. First part is community, it's content, which is exactly what Kobe's done. They've got in her community alone, you know, on JBT's 8,000 likes on Facebook. They've got a huge fan base. So they built that through content, through marketing, through just getting the word out there. From there, we then want to upgrade those clients from just being in the community in our tribe into an irresistible offer. Kobe did that in the beginning with the 7-day challenge. Then they did that with coloring in. I'm going to get you to talk about that in a second. And then now more recently, $21 for 21 days. Low price point, super cheap. It's an online-based membership training portal oftentimes. We show you 3 different examples in 1515. And then from there, upgrading the client into a $400 to $1,000 price point. And what that does is allows the client to be part of something and also to slowly upgrade their investment as opposed to trying to make this huge leap. Now, there's a little bit of an art form in how to do that and what to do, but that's, you've got to think outside the square. But that's now allowed you as well, you were saying, Kobe, that you're now marketing through Seek Ads to generate and get people into that, because you're no longer marketing a network marketing business, you're marketing this sort of branding agency that does community building. Talk to me about what you're doing there, because that was really interesting.
Yeah, so there's a few loopholes that you sort of have to jump through, and that's what I've been able to create over the last 12 months with my own personal branding. So advertising for social media management, virtual assistant type roles to be able to help grow that following and build traction into the 7-day free program and then the 21 days. Just to sort of give people an idea about what we do and the potential that this sort of a business and industry can have, and the flexibility around that. There's a lot of money to be made with marketing, and this is the perfect way to be able to do that and create time freedom. Like we're in a bit of a sticky spot at the moment with finances are great and we can travel, but my husband with his work doesn't have the time freedom that social marketing, multi-level marketing can give us. So it's about us building that financial future for ourselves, so then eventually we can have full-time freedom and be able to travel the world as much as we want, because it's really something that we love to do.
That's big.
With our other offer, I think it's just really important to focus on what your target market is and who you're trying to attract. With our colouring funnel that we created, we got 1,500 people in 3 days into that, and through Juice Plus we have a child health study where everybody that comes on with our premium capsules, they also get to sponsor a child for free. So we thought that we'd create a Facebook group around people that have fussy eating kids, getting them to eat more fruits and veggies. And I market it in a way where I had my daughter sitting at the table colouring in a picture of asparagus. So we had the conversation around what asparagus is and what do you think it might taste like and what it looks like, and if we see it in the shops, maybe we could get some and then cook it together, and then she would be willing to try it because we've had that conversation first, and it's fun and exciting rather than just
here's veggies on your plate,
steaming some and putting it on her plate and turning up the nose and think, oh my god, what is this? Like, that's yuck, before I've even tried it. So that was sort of our way of promoting that, and eating a rainbow challenge as well. So helping parents be able to use the tools and techniques that I have in my own home to try and get my kids to eat fruits and veggies. But then we also have a more convenient way of kids being able to flood their bodies with all those extra nutrients through our children's chews, because like attracts like. So if you're flooding your body with good nutrition, then you're going to crave more of that rather than all the crap. Most kids, I find, just like the white food. So getting a bit of colour in there is always good for health and preventing sickness and things like that.
Yeah, big time. Look, let me take a different. I love that innovation, and there's a real example there of rather than thinking like a business person, thinking just like your customer, and you happen to be your customer anyway, so it makes it much easier for you because you've tailored it that way. But you go, look, what are the big challenges that I have in my life, and then how can I solve these on a mass scale? And fussy eating kids is not a new concept, but definitely it's a neglected concept because people just go, it's too high, you can't make any money there. But what a great concept. I love what you've done there. Let me change direction to more of a network marketing based question. A lot of people get started and a lot of people don't prove themselves in this game. And then what happens is they try to scale really quickly and then they say it doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. You guys have done a really interesting thing within the JBT group, and keeping in mind, you've got the fastest growing group in the world. You've got 13,000 paid members inside your community group as well. Talk to me about what you do to make sure someone has to prove themselves before you start giving them the templates that you guys have and the support network and the infrastructure they have. Talk to me about that process, because it's not something I've heard about happen anywhere else. Most people are willing just to get somebody on board, try to get them scaling straight away. They have to prove themselves before they can really become part of the upper echelons of the team.
Yeah, okay. I think it's quite interesting that you're saying that you haven't heard of that model before, because for me it comes naturally, and it just made sense to me in the way of, in the beginning, we just share what we're excited about and what we're looking forward to. So just say you're starting a business and you want people to come and join you, but you haven't had any success yourself yet. It's all about getting back to, well, why did you join? And what's your goals and your vision? And what do you want out of this business? And if you share that with certainty of, this is where you're going and this is what I want. I'm not quite there yet, but let's go there together. Come and join me, come on the journey with me. And yeah, so we provide all the tools in our Facebook group of how to generate curiosity. So we certainly don't advertise products or anything like that on our social media. It's all about creating curiosity and sharing what we're excited about. So this morning I put on a post of some bathers that I brought for our upcoming trip, and I said on the bottom, what if you didn't have to have any online shopping guilt? And what if you didn't have to hide your online shopping from your husband anymore? That's what a boss babe is all about, isn't it? Spoiling yourself when you're helping other people achieve their hopes and dreams. So you can keep watching me, or you can come and join me. So it's about creating excitement to what other people like. Some people want to be able to shop. Some people just want to be able to not have to look in their bank account and make sure they have enough money to pay for their groceries week to week. I know when I first got started, all I was looking to do was to make an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month, and that was success for me. That's what that looked like, because I had my husband on my back saying, well, if you don't start making the money, you have to go back to work by the time the kids start school. You can't just sit at home and do nothing. We've got big dreams and goals, so you need to help me. So yeah, basically my initial goals was just to make that extra bit of money to get my husband off my back, and I was able to do that in the first 4 months. So from there, it's just been about helping other people be able to do the same, because an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a month, that's what we see as the 80-20 rule. Some people, 20% want above and beyond that, but most of us just want that extra couple of $100 week to be able to spoil ourselves and spend it on the things that we want. That's going to make us and our happy family and relieve some of that financial pressure, which in turn strengthens our relationship as well. I think so many husbands and wives and couples have so much anxiety around money that creates so many arguments within the household. And if you can relieve some of that pressure, like, that's just going to change your world.
Well, think about it. $1,000, $2,000 a month. That's that's a holiday every year that you may not other times have had. And interesting story. We're not affiliated with any network marketing or affiliate marketing companies, but a few years ago we started doing some promotion for a product that we use ourselves as part of our business here. And we were encouraging our clients to get on board and utilize this software, not because I wanted to make money from doing it, just because of the fact that we used it and we said that in order to get the best results, you should use this platform as well. So clients were doing it. Anyway, I was in Thailand about this time last year, actually, and I found out that little did I know, but in the years that had gone by, they've been giving us commissions. I didn't even know we were getting commissions. I didn't know that was a thing. I checked my PayPal account. We had something like $8,000 sitting in PayPal that I had no idea was even in there because I never checked PayPal. And
you don't do enough online shopping.
Well, obviously not. Obviously not. But more recently, I decided not to spend. So we used that $7,000 when I got it because I was like, oh my God, it's Christmas. But and then I just put that money away. I didn't touch it. I forgot about it again. And recently Ash and I went to New York. Now normally I would go and use money that we had, but it turned out that we had enough money. We set about 10,000 US sitting in PayPal just from that platform. I haven't been marketing it for years, but it just kept recurring. But that platform itself allowed us to be able to go and do a trip to New York for 3 weeks. So whether you've got big goals and dreams of wanting to make $1 million or become the #1 income earner in the world, or whether you just want to provide a little bit extra for your family, the beauty of what we do is that whether it's Juice Plus or another platform or whatever it is that you do, if you have an ability to find out how to solve 2 key questions, how to attract more people to your business and then how to convert them into paid customers, if you can do that, even if you only do that at a small level, you're still way further ahead of everybody else that's still trying to figure themselves out, that's posting up a massive opportunity ad or inviting people to join these 6 different networking things, and it just becomes a bit of a spam. So I love what you've done, Kobe. If you were offering a piece of advice to somebody that, 2 questions. If you're offering a piece of advice to somebody who was looking to grow their network marketing business, regardless of 1515 or not, what would be the biggest thing that you would say, look, if I only could do one thing again, I would just do this one thing? What would be the big thing that got you the best results?
I would have to say, from what I've seen, I don't care what anybody says. I believe you can only do one network marketing business at a time.
Right.
I see so many people getting mixed up in which product do I promote,
Yes.
what business do I refer people to. So if you just don't worry about what everybody else is doing, what Julian tells me all the time, you stay in your own lane and you run your own race. If you're doing what comes naturally to you and comes from the heart, then you can't go wrong. But also, don't get distracted by the shiny objects.
Yes.
I get poached on a weekly basis saying, "Hey, have you seen this new company? And have you seen this new product? Or come join my business." But the thing is, if you can't fail if you don't quit. So there's going to be ebbs and flows in every business. And if you just stick to what you know, then you'll have success.
Yeah, I love that. And if someone was sitting on the fence about potentially joining us at 1515, they're in network marketing, they're looking to grow that business, what would you say to them about the 1515 program, if they were sitting on the fence?
The program itself can get quite overwhelming because there is a lot of content and a lot of work, but you just need to trust in the process. You just need to trust in what Calvin delivers throughout the program to know that you will get to that end destination. Because my Facebook ad, it didn't work until the last 2 days. But once I got it right and I trusted in what I was told to do, then I had huge success with the people that I attracted. But just show up to the calls every day and give it your full focus. Have your notepad out, write heaps of notes, and just go to work. This will be probably the most work in 15 days that you've done in the last 5 years. But if you give it all that you've got, then you can get above and beyond 15 clients. Like, I don't even know why you advertise 15 clients because it's so much more than that. It really is.
Yeah, I love that. And look, you saying that as well, but you have to also understand, if you're watching, Kobe's a mum of 3 and a wife and a business owner as well. So it's not like you had a whole heap of free time to begin with. You've made this program work amongst.
Speaking of that, when I did it, it was last April that I did my first 1515. My husband had already moved up to Townsville. So I had 3 kids under 6 at the time at home on school holidays, and I still did 1515.
Shit.
Like, there is no excuses.
Yeah.
All excuses are equal, and you just need to sit on your excuses because they're a load of BS.
I love it. Well, look, if Kobe can do it, anybody can do it. And as I said, Kobe, you got the record at the moment. Who knows? If we get somebody that beats it, we'll let you know, and you'll have to come back. Guys, you can find out more about Kobe via Facebook. We'll put up the links as part of this video as well. But you can go to Kobe Steedman. That's KOBISTEEDAM MAN.com, KobeSteedman.com. And Kobe as well, anything they should know about you, any other places that you're big on outside of Facebook, and you have an email address or anything if they want to find out more about what you do?
Yeah, definitely. My Facebook profile is public, so it's facebook.com/Kobe, KOBISTE. And I also have a Facebook group called Healthy Thermomixing, which you can get the free 7-day recipe ebook. We also share a lot of traditional recipes as well.
Right.
There's a Join the Mission and a heap of recipes on my website, KobeSteedman.com.
I love it. And look, we'll be seeing you in Perth this time next year when you're the number 1 in the country for Juice Plus, which I'm very, very excited about. Kobe, thank you so much for your time. Guys, go and check out Kobe's stuff. If you are she actually has some fantastic content, which is not surprising because she's got such a big following. But if you're looking for recipes or any ideas, the branding and stuff they've done is incredible. Go and check it all out. We really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Kobe.
Thanks for having me.